I get up at 4:30.
We leave our house around 5.
We leave home around 4:30.
Ever drive through Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and wonder why the Amish businesses seem to be thriving? These folks are living in a world without websites, social media influencers, or even electricity in some cases. So what's the deal? How do they do it? It's not luck, and it's not some secret handshake deal with the tourism board. It's about hard work, sure, but it's also about a commitment to a set of values that most of us have forgotten about. It's about simplicity, integrity, and a work ethic that would make John Wayne proud. So stick around and let's dive into the world of Amish businesses and see what lessons we can learn about success. Now you might think waking up early is just about getting a jump on the day. And yeah, for the Amish it is about that. But it's a lot more than just checking off chores. It's about connecting with something bigger than themselves. Imagine waking up in a house without the constant hum of a refrigerator, without the glow of a TV, just the quiet anticipation of a new day. That's how it starts for the Amish. Before the sun peeks over the horizon, they're up and at 'em. But here's the thing, they don't start the day scrolling through their phones or chugging coffee. Nope. They start with quiet reflection, often with a family prayer. They center themselves, acknowledge their faith, and set the tone for the day before most folks even hit the snooze button. This sets the stage for a day driven by a sense of purpose, a sense of service to something bigger than themselves. And that purpose, my friends, is woven into the fabric of their businesses. It's not just about making a buck, though, let's be honest. Everyone likes to make a living. It's about approaching their work as a craft, an extension of their values. Think about the Amish furniture you've seen. It's built to last generations. Now, I'm not saying you've got to give up electricity and start churning your own butter to be successful. But there's something to be said for the quiet productivity that the Amish experience before the rest of the world wakes up. Think about your own morning routine. Do you reach for your phone before you even get out of bed? Get bombarded by emails and notifications before you've had a chance to take a deep breath? The Amish, they've got this beautiful simplicity to their mornings. They wake up with the sun, and they're not bombarded by the digital noise that most of us are. That quiet time, that focus, it allows them to tap into a different kind of energy. It's not fueled by caffeine or the pressure of deadlines. It's fueled by intention and a desire to do good work. Imagine having that kind of focus every day. No distractions, just you and the task at hand. You might be surprised by what you can accomplish when you're not constantly bombarded by the distractions of the modern world. One of the things that always strikes me about the Amish is how tightly knit their communities are. Family isn't just something they value, it's the backbone of their entire way of life, and that includes their businesses. See, in the Amish world, work isn't some separate thing you do to make money. It's an extension of the family. And that early morning routine, it sets the stage for a day of working side by side with the people you love most. Imagine growing up watching your parents, your grandparents, even your aunts and uncles all working together towards a common goal. You learn the value of hard work, of collaboration, of problem solving. You see firsthand what it means to build something together. And it's not just about the immediate family. The Amish community is like one big extended family. They support each other, they mentor each other, and they hold each other accountable. This sense of community, it spills over into their businesses. Customers aren't just transactions, they're neighbors. And that creates a level of trust and loyalty that's hard to find these days. When you buy something from an Amish business, you know it was made with care by people who take pride in their work. Let's face it, folks, our world is obsessed with complexity. We've got apps for everything, gadgets galore, and more ways to communicate than ever before. But sometimes I wonder if all this complexity is actually making our lives harder, not easier. The Amish, they've got a different approach. They embrace simplicity, not because they have to, but because they believe it allows them to focus on what truly matters: quality, craftsmanship, and human connection. Without the constant distractions of technology, The Amish have the time and space to really hone their crafts. They're not worried about keeping up with the latest trends or churning out products as quickly as possible. They're focused on making things that last, things that are built with care and attention to detail. Take their furniture, for instance. It's not slapped together in a factory somewhere. It's meticulously handcrafted, often using techniques passed down through generations. And because they're not reliant on fancy machines and mass production, they can customize their work to meet the specific needs of their customers. This commitment to simplicity extends to their business practices too. They believe in straightforward dealings, honest pricing, and building relationships based on trust. There's no need for complicated contracts or high-pressure sales tactics. Their reputation precedes them, and their work speaks for itself. Ever feel like you're running on a hamster wheel, constantly chasing deadlines and trying to cram 25 hours into a 24-hour day? Yeah, me too. It seems like time management has become this elusive skill that everyone's trying to master. But the Amish, they seem to have cracked the code without even trying. And it all goes back to their early morning routine. By rising before the sun, they give themselves a head start on the day, a chance to prioritize and plan before the chaos sets in. Think about it. No emails to answer, no meetings to rush off to, just the quiet of the morning to gather their thoughts and focus on what needs to be done. They're not slaves to the clock, they're masters of their own time. And because they're not constantly bombarded by distractions, they can approach their work with a sense of calm focus. They're able to break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. And they're not afraid to take the time to do things right. This intentional approach to time management is reflected in their businesses too. They don't overcommit or make promises they can't keep. They're realistic about their capabilities, and they're not afraid to say no when necessary. Maybe we can all benefit from incorporating some Amish-inspired time management principles into our own lives, setting aside time for focused work, prioritizing tasks, and learning to say no when necessary. These are all things that can help us regain control of our schedules and reduce stress. Let's be honest, folks. The world of business is tough. It's competitive, it's unpredictable, and it's not for the faint of heart. It takes grit, determination, and a whole lot of resilience to weather the storms and come out on top. And you know who embodies resilience? The Amish. They've been living their way of life for centuries, facing challenges and overcoming obstacles with a quiet strength that's downright inspiring. And a big part of that resilience, I believe, stems from their unwavering discipline. It's ingrained in them from a young age, starting with that early morning routine. Waking up before dawn, day after day, requires discipline. It's not always easy, but they do it anyway, because it's part of who they are. This discipline carries over into every aspect of their lives, including their businesses. They're not afraid of hard work. They're committed to doing things right, and they don't give up easily. When setbacks occur, and they inevitably do, the Amish don't crumble. They face them head-on, relying on their faith, their community, and their own inner strength to see them through. When you see someone facing adversity with grace and determination, it inspires you to do the same. It reminds you that no matter what challenges life throws your way, you have the strength to overcome them. So, what can we learn from the Amish about success? It's not about fancy technology, slick marketing, or cutting corners. It's about the fundamentals: purpose, hard work, integrity, and a deep commitment to something bigger than yourself. The Amish remind us that success isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about the daily grind, the early mornings, the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. Who knows, maybe by incorporating some of these timeless principles into our own lives, we can all achieve a little bit of that Amish-made success.